See how long the lag. Everybody, how are you doing tonight? It's not popped on yet on my tablet to see it's live. Ooh, the lag is real. Okay. Hi, Hope. How are you doing tonight? I'll say some hellos and let some people get in the room. Hi, Carol. You'll have to excuse me. I have a little bit of a cough tonight. Trying to keep it down, but well, great. I'm glad you're doing well. Hi, Mom. How are you doing? Oh, any horse figurines? I have glass figurines tonight. I'm not seeing any horses in front of me, but I also have. Hi, Debbie. I also have some bags down here that I was going to unload. Hi, Laura. So I was going to just kind of do a quick overview of where I was this last weekend and kind of why we are where we are today. So hi, Mallory, how are you? I'm not touching it. I keep my hands up here, not touching it. How are you doing tonight? So Patsy's here. Kaz, hello. New name, I haven't seen you before. Welcome. Oh, thank you. It's getting long. I have a haircut in 2 days. So it kind of just does whatever it wants to do because it's curly. It's been going this way lately. So, Valerie. So, yeah, this last week, we had a family friend of ours pass away, and a gal here. It's in our Fenton group, in our Fenton world. Hi, Angie, Angela. I can call you Angie, great, because that's how it's coming out. How funny is that? One of the gals here in our Fenton group and I decided we just needed to hop in the car and drive to Alabama and be there for the family for the funeral. So that's what we did. Spent Thursday night, all day Friday driving. We got to our friends in Alabama, and then he drove, Steven, who was on my channel, he drove the 3.5 hours there and back to the small town where the funeral was. So, and then we got up Sunday morning and drove 2 days back. We got in last night about 10 o'clock. So a lot of driving in the last 5 days for me. A lot of time spent in the car. Yeah, thank you. You know, it's not so much. I mean, it is sad. It's hard for us. However, 52-year-old gentleman, so his wife and a 19-year-old son will feel his loss much more than we will. But we wanted to make sure that they knew that we were here to support them, and if they needed anything, to let us know. So we brought some glass back for them, some things back that's going to be needed at the Springfield show coming up in April. I know some of our other Fenton friends were doing some other pickups for them that they needed done. You know, obviously it was unexpected. So everybody's kind of pitching in and making sure they get everything that they need. So it was really good being able to spend the day with them and to support them. I mean, I know they'll need it a lot more other than just a day of a funeral, but you know, we're there. We did it. So we are back. Not quite as bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as I normally am. And I think I might have shut my eyes a few times watching a little TV after we ate dinner. So, but here I am. It's Tuesday night. And what I have for you is just some of my most recent finds. and some bags that I haven't even unloaded yet that I thought you guys might think would be interesting to look at. So, that's where I'm at tonight. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it is a good community. So these are people from Alabama that we've met and done several shows with, and yeah, he had so many irons in the fire. She just doesn't even know what he had going on. So there's going to be some surprises as they start going through all the estates and figuring out what they need to do. So, thank you, Patsy. Appreciate it. So, I think I'll just go over the other quick details. I live in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I ship from Colorado. I will be combining invoices from my marble pre-order video that ended last Friday. Really, Angela? Interesting. Which Facebook group are you in? Be interesting to know. Hi, Miss Chris. How are you doing tonight? Thank you. Thanks for coming and saying hi. I know I'm up late for some of you guys that are always up early, so I totally understand. Appreciate you coming and saying hello. So, vintage glass identification. Maybe. I don't know. His name was Tim. It's not a secret or anything. So, they were also at our Alabama show for the last 2 years. They've been at the Springfield show with us. They've been at the Gala Fenton Convention and NFGS Fenton Convention. So we're do a lot of similar shows with them. So yeah, I would imagine so. It's always good to have a lot of eyes looking at things, helping identify. So I will be, like I was starting to say, sorry before I read the chat, was that I'm going to be combining invoicing. I had a video up for pre-ordering marble jewelry. I was able to handpick those marbles for you on my way back since they were open on Monday and we stopped in quick on the way back across the state. And I have the marbles for filling those orders. So that invoice will be combined with tonight's invoice if there's anybody who overlaps those two things. So not a problem. And I think I only have like 2 or 3 invoices left outstanding. And I'm just having some problems with Gmail actually going through. If invoices haven't been paid, basically when PayPal sends them, I'm trying to send a reminder. Now we're in Springfield, Missouri. That's the one coming up in April. I've been trying to send out a reminder on Gmail with the address you're providing so that hopefully it's sending 2 reminders then. Because for some reason, Gmail is just not sending me things. Like one of the people who finally got a hold of me, he said he had sent it 4 times and I'd only gotten 1. So it's very frustrating right now with Gmail, how it's not sending things back and forth. And I don't know what the issue is. And I don't know how to fix it. So other than being able to, if I see people in the chat, I'll give them a shout out and say, hey, go look for an invoice because it's not coming through for whatever reason. So no worries whatsoever. I try and get things invoiced within about 48 hours. I hope that the turnaround on those payments is about the same, and then shipping turnaround is about those 48 hours as well. So good news is I was totally caught up before I headed out to that long road trip. So that's pretty cool. So I have glass animals tonight to start out with. And I think we'll just do pretty simple a startup offer price on them. And if only one person is interested, then we'll just call it for that and move on to the next one. And if there's more than one person interest there, then we will, count it down and so forth. So want to give everybody as much chance to purchase something if they're interested in it. I don't really want to count it down super fast. So I would love people to let me know if they're out. Whatever you bid is your bid. And I don't usually do just in cases. So let's see. And I know that Miss Paula isn't going to be here tonight. She had something else going on. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, that's the truth. I mean, I think by the time we were on our way home, we'd heard of 3 more people that had passed away that we knew of between our friends in Alabama and somebody here. So, but let's try and be more upbeat than that for tonight. So it's been a hard week. It's been a long week. It was beautiful here, I think, while we were gone in the 70s and the 80s, and I get home and it's all cloudy and icky and rainy. So it was pretty chilly where we were. So yes, I know. I probably have stuff Mom doesn't even know about, and I'm pretty sure it's not hers, so we're all safe, Miss Patsy. So, um, Debbie, I was just gonna kind of, I don't have a set plan. I wasn't, till we're all, I usually stay on 2 to 3 hours, give or take. So whatever we can get through in that amount of time is what we go for. So it's cold there, Chris. Yeah. That's right, Miss Mallory. Save that stuff for later. We already did that this weekend. Let's go on and do something else. So let's see. Mallory, since you're my favorite person to block. What do you want to do first? Do you want to do cats or birds or turtle in the glass? You give me a choice, Miss Mallory. Sounds good, Debbie. Appreciate it. Hey, Jeff, do you want to do my stops and starts tonight since you're not in the same room with me? And cats. Big surprise there. So the lag will be accounted for. Are you going to be watching, or are you going to be doing other things? I guess would be the question. I think he just was watching some TV and listening to us. So let's see if he's going to answer me. Okay. All right. Let's try this. So these are all art glass pieces. I don't know what the majority of them are. I don't know where the majority of them came from in terms of origin of countries. They're just fun, pretty nice pieces of glass. So we're going to appreciate them for what they are and go from there. I'm going to start this one at $7, Jeff. It is a clear cat with like a little goldfish in his belly. It is, most of them are going to be a pretty economical start. 5 inches tall and about, let's start at 1 inch so I don't have to math tonight. About 3.5 inches across, 3.5 inches wide, about 5 inches tall. It has a polished, well, it's not polished, but it's a ground bottom, so it sits smooth. Oh, look at him. He's going to get all fancy like Miss Paula. So it would be a starting offer, though it's 7, Jeff, where we need to be at so everybody knows where we're at. He's a cutie. His ears are pinched up right here, and you can see his little face has a little pinch right there, and then indents for the eyes. Goes down to his tail has been applied and goes around here, and then it's flattened off, and his feet were pulled out right here at the base. Yeah, it's a nice clear, he's very reflective, and that goldfish is pretty easy to see. Oh, look at his eye on that side. This side only has like a little black dot. You turn him around on the other side, and you can see he's like, oh, I got eaten. But so here's the face, and that's got the black eye of the fish, and this side is the back of his head and has that other white and black of his eye. So Mallory's in at 7. I think this one, I should have grabbed. This one is at least a pound. It's a big piece of glass. It's about yay big. And we'll just say going once, going twice. If anybody else is interested, they need to bustle it. And I'll watch for, oh, Mary's in at 8. I have to remember I know I need to remember and be patient for the lag, but at the same time, I want to keep moving for you guys, so. Mallory's back in at 9. I see Mallory first at 9. Mary's in at 10. All right, I'll hold them back up again so I know what we're talking about. Let's see, make sure I'm seeing the same thing. Mallory was 9. Mary was 10. So I have 3 different people with Mary at 10 currently. If you'd let me know if you're out, that would be very helpful. Lorraine is back in at 11. Oh, what was I thinking else I was going to ask you guys about? Oh, I did bring some more marbles back. Besides, Mallory is out. Okay, Mary or... I guess it's just Lorraine. Mary, are you in or out? So it'll take me a little bit to do those. I pretty much spent today just kind of, just a little low key. Did a few errands, just kind of laid low. And then I can get some other stuff done tomorrow and the next day, hopefully. Mary's in at 12. But I brought back, I went and picked, if you saw my marble video with the whole wall of marbles, I just picked some fun colors in different combinations so I can do some necklace and earring combinations out of them. And just kind of picked what called to me and what was pretty. Somebody asked me, Mallory, was it you who asked me for black and white marbles? I did pick some black and white ones. Raised at 13. I picked some they called turtle, which is like a tealy green or bluey turquoisey colors mixed together, kind of and Mary's out, kind of a slag kind of thing. So we can just call it sold, please, Jeff, to Lorraine for 13. Yes, Mallory. Okay. What I'll do, Mallory, is, are you on Instagram? That or I'll just shoot you a picture of them when I get them together and you can have first dibs on the black and white. So Jeff has Lorraine at 13. Did you say sold, Jeff? We'll have to train him up here. Which way we want it to go. Thank you, Lorraine. Appreciate it. Thank you all for all your offers. Okay. Well, they're a little bit different, but they're very similar. All right. This will be a choice. They are, I don't know, ducks, swans, whatever kind of bird, long neck birds you want them to be. But they have that controlled bubble, or what is that, Bellicante on the inside. One has its wings up, they're applied, and up. They got a little bit different faces. And his wings look much more like just a pinch on the side to make it look like they're laying down. These will start, at $5. $5 choice. Okay, Mallory. Perfect. Because I could message you on that too. So these are a $5 choice. Let's look at the one with the wings down. He has a little bit of his detail on his face has just been like pushed in with tools here. Pulled out to his beak. You just say choice start. Gotta get that start in there, Jeff. Because otherwise they think everybody will think it is a start of like a quick claim price. So check email faster. Okay, Mallory. My problem is that I don't know. I mean, we can try it. I swear Gmail doesn't like me right now, but we'll try it. Like I said, I've had somebody who emailed me 4 times before I finally got one. And this is the choice of the one with his wings up. And his face is just a little bit different. Looks like the piece underneath was applied to come up with the beak or the face, and then his tail here. It is a polished and ground and polished base. And the wings down one, same thing, ground and polished base. Thank you, Deanne. I appreciate that. So, oh, I see Marion at 5. So it's choice, start on the, let's call them swans. It's the easiest thing to do. We'll distinguish them with wings up or wings down. And if anybody else wants to be in, let me know. Otherwise, we'll say going once. We're going to test Jeff's typing skills. Going twice. I'm going to wait for the lag before I call it. So there they are, kind of sitting the same direction. Not seeing anybody else jump in. This is almost 4 inches tall. This guy is just under, just about 3 3/4 inches. And we can call it sold, please. So Mary, be thinking of which one you would like. Wings up, wings down, both. And Mary, I'm not sure I have invoiced you before. Make sure you send me your information, please, right here at vintagevikingtreasures@gmail.com. That one seems to wings down. You got it. Excuse me. That one seems to not be giving me as much problems as my personal email. Wings down for Miss Mary. If anybody else wants a wings up, can claim it with up in the chat, and it's $5. I need to start writing with my pencil again. All right, let's go to one that's got a little bit of color in it. Had a little bit of a... Jeff, we're going to start this guy at 7. It's a little piggy. Look at his snout. Well, Mallory, you know, that's okay. They all came independently. It's not a problem. If only she wants one, she can just have one. It's okay. And yeah, so he's got his little snout you can see his nostrils have been pushed in with a tool, and he's got a little bit of detail there on his nose. He's got his ears have been pulled out, applied little dots for his eyes. Has a ground base. It's not shiny, so it's not polished, and you can see the core colors of glass. So it looks like a mirror, but that's clear. And then the white, and then the colors of pink, and then more clear around it. That's how they made this animal. You can kind of see here the clear being pulled out on the details as the outermost layer of the glass. Isn't he just the cutest little guy? And you can see right here where there's just a little bit of pink pulled out in his snout. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing tonight? I appreciate that, Lorraine. Yep, clear and pink pig. Perfect. So he is just a little guy. He's not very tall. It's about this big. Let's see. He's just under 2 inches tall. And he is about, let me get his tail in there, just a smidge over 3 inches long. Oh, right. I can understand that. That's going to be in the next project we need to have around here. Make sure we get those done. Because other things just kind of keep coming up for whatever reason. So, the start on the little pink pig is $7. Does he have any glitter? No. Well, there's tiny bits. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of fleck. Like, right in here. It's a little bit metallic-y in the pink. It's in that darker pink, but there's not a lot. Not a very sparkly pink pig. Hi, Midge. How are you tonight? Let's see if we can see it on this side. Yeah, you can there it went a little bit. So it's reflecting a little bit of the light there. Oh, look at his little tail where it was pulled too. Isn't he cute? All right. Excuse me. Oh, Pass on the Pig. You ever played that game? It's like a dice game called Pass the Pig. I played that a lot for some reason when I was a kid, a teenager. It's kind of fun. Do I have more cats? I have one more cat. Shall we do the cat next? Next up, Jeff. Pink clear cat starting at $5. Hi, Christy. I'm glad you're lurking with us tonight. Welcome. Feel free to join in the chat if you like. So he's about 4 3/4 tall and about 3 inches at its widest point. Okay, Mallory, no worries. So here's his face, and yes, he kind of does have a little bit more glittery look to the pink inside there. So his ears are pulled up, his eyes are there detailed, and his little nose is pulled out. There's a little bit of a rough right here on his nose, and I can't quite figure out if that's a tool mark or if he hit something and has a little, just a little. You can't see it. I can just feel it right on his nose. But the little character, his tail has been pulled out and applied. His feet, he's got a little sticker on him still. Ground and polished bottom. So you can see the clear to the white to the pink and then the clear again. So you can see all those core colors. And a little bit of variation of the pinks. Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you're able to have a successful cataracts procedure done. That's no fun. I know several people have had it done. And let's see. Yeah, it's just where the glass blob, for lack of a word, the main piece of glass like bends in right there, but it's not a chip. You can see it on the base right here. So we are at Mary at 5. That's right. It's got to be really nice to have that done. See clearly. Hey, big. He's not as heavy as that first one. He's probably about 8 ounces. So you can say going once. Oh, you can kind of see his haunch too here. He's like sitting, his legs up. A little bend in the glass there. Going twice. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's pick a different kind of critter we haven't had up for next. Pink cat. And we can be sold, please. And I know Mom's watching. I pulled a critter to go with to your house that I think you would like, Mom. All right. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Got you down. Over there. Okay, next up we have a teddy bear. He will be starting same start, $5. He needs a little bath. All clear teddy bear. Have you ever seen glass spiders? I've seen people done like beaded spiders, and I've seen like blown glass ornaments as a spider, but I don't think anything like this. Just say starting at $5, Jeff. Let me see. Everybody say hi to Jeff. Looks like it's a princess house. There we go. So it's got its label. Tells you all about it. Lead crystal. All the details. Yep, they're pretty fun. Oh yes, I have seen lampwork ones. Like we have a glass blowers in town. Well, on the other side of town. Betcha they have something like that. I haven't been over there in ages though. 3.5 inches tall by 2.5. 2.5 is this measurement. 2 this way, 3.5 inches tall to his top ear. So, oh, or snakes. I don't want snakes. I'm good with no snakes. But no, spiders I think are interesting because of all the math involved with making an animal like that. But and they're so unrealistic that hi Debbie. I don't think they would bother me. But I just don't like snakes. For whatever reason. So there's his face. This guy was molded. So his glass was poured into a mold. And then the bottom is flattened out, nicely polished. Made for Princess House. I see Lorraine at 6. Because the lampwork ones, like the glass blowers, they used to make the extravagant things like for wedding cake toppers and hummingbirds that you could hang in your window like as ornaments. And I remember they used to make unicorns and like Cinderella carriage. So I should just look them up and see if they're still in business over there. You can be going once. Debbie and Deanne are in the chat together. Gotta be fun to do that with your sister. Going twice. Well, he is very gracious to help me with that. And since he's in another room, that helps with the lag. And Miss Paula had something else going on. I think I kind of forgot to even ask him if he'd be willing to. So I just volunteered him. And we can be sold, please. Okay, make sure. Mm-hmm. Yes, Laura. And it doesn't matter what they are. They can be itty bitty little tiny garter snakes, and I will jump and run the other way because I have a huge reflex that is involuntary to startle away from those. So thank you, Jeff. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Not my happy place. with snakes. I was walking, we had a dog, and I was walking it. And even laying on the sidewalk between the cracks was this little bitty garter snake, but he was long, like almost 2 feet long, just right in the crack. And the dog stepped right over it, and I went to step over it, and off he went and startled the jeezies out of me. So, all right, this guy's a little duck. Jeff, starting at $5, please. You can see his eye and his applied beak, quacker. He's got like a really dark orangey red color. And we'll be able to see it this way, where you see that it's mostly applied towards the outside of the glass. So it's that clear to that little bit of a frit kind of look to it, like a confetti look. It's not a solid color. And then clear on the outside again. Let me make sure I read all those things. I mean, I like butterflies. Butterflies and dragonflies don't bother me. I just don't like being startled. So that's most of my problem. Oh. Funny story, Mallory. I got bit by a what was it, a dachshund when I was a kid. He is 3.5 inches tall and about 3 wide because you have to get his beak in there. So this way from tail to beak. He's about 3.5 inches tall and about 3 inches this way. And yeah, when I was a kid, I got there was somebody new in the neighborhood who was walking at their dog, and all the kids were around it. Did you too, Debbie? No. I mean, you're a little kid and you go to pet the dog because all the neighbors are looking at the dog, um and then it just jumped up and bit me. He got my top lip, bit me, broke the skin. Miss Jody, good to see you. I missed you guys. I'm sorry I was doing so much traveling this weekend. I missed your all shows, the majority of it. So we traveled to an unexpected funeral this weekend. So I missed you guys. So yeah, so then I had to do the whole tetanus shot thing, and they brought the dog around in the police car to identify it, make sure it was the right animal. So funny. What are we missing on the link? Text you a link. Thank you, Miss Jody. Hi, Miss Pam. How are you doing tonight? I was down in your neck of the woods briefly, Miss Pam. I've been to Alabama twice in the last 2 weeks. It's crazy. So we can be going once, Jeff. Hi, Jeannie. How are you tonight? Yeah, we're doing pretty good. It just was a lot of driving. So, and it wasn't good reception, so I couldn't even listen to you guys while I was driving. I was bummed. So I always would catch you at the end, and then everybody gives me guff because I'm coming in at the end like I'm late. Going twice. We have Miss Patsy in at 5. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure we drove all the way around you, Pamela, because we drove from Rogersville and we went south and around over to, I think we went to Birmingham. And then on the other side of Birmingham, I don't know. Our friend drove, so I wasn't really paying too much attention. So, and we can be sold, Jeff. I think, let's see. Yeah, Jody, I just need to call you. That'd be so much easier than trying to catch you on YouTube. That's it, $5. Thank you, Miss Patsy. Well, I'd rather, I mean, that's the thing. There's so much time that I could spend on YouTube. I mean, all of us could, honestly. I did make a circle right around you. That's what I thought. We almost got caught up in all that traffic going down to Florida, and we went cross country, so that was fun. That sounds good. I appreciate that, Miss Jody. So, all right, next group up is I have two bunnies. They are very, very similar. One has the control bubble, and one is clear. So it'll be choice starting at $6. Starting at 6, please. Oh, and Taylor's messaging me, so that's cool. And they both have the ground and polished bases. Kind of catch the light on them there. They're really, really similar. At first I thought they both had bubbles, but they don't. This one has the bubbles in the base. He has a little tail right there, perfect for Easter, springtime. And then has the ears that are applied up here. I think they're applied. I can't imagine. Well, he might have been able to pinch those up with a tool. Right there. Some detail on the ears. And then on the face, he's got little eyes pushed in. And then a little bit of a mouth right there. And the no bubble one, same thing, has a little tail that's been squished flat. His legs squished in there, and then his eyes, and then a mouth right there with his ears. Yeah, his ears must have been, you can see where the tool grabbed those. And this is a little bit of mark right there. So, all right. We have Lorraine at 7. Yeah, what's funny is I never had a fear of dogs after that. I don't know why. So, oh, funny. We can be going once, Jeff. Yeah, they're nicely, they got some good detail. They're very simple, but have a lot of detail to them. Yeah, they're kind of a wide ear bunny. Going twice. And it'll be choice. I think I was watching myself the other day when my eyes were tired, and the same thing, excuse me, one of my eyes was squinting because I was trying to focus so much. And we can be sold, please. Oh, let's throw my pencil on the floor. Another pencil on the drawer. Slurring my words. So we have Lorraine at 7. Right, Valerie. And you just need to tell me your choice if you'd like both, or bubbles bunny, or clear bunny. Their heads are a little bit different size. The bubbles is bigger than the clear one. The clear one has a much smaller head. Trying to hold them up next to each other. It looks like one's further in than the other one. Oh! Jeff, did you put in sold or not? Got to put in sold, otherwise we have somebody else coming in and we'll have to count it down again. So, well, we're gonna have to go with, we didn't put in sold yet, so I have Midge at 8, and we'll say going once. That's okay, honey. It's okay, honey. Gotta learn this YouTube game. So many rules. So since he didn't call it sold, I have Midge in at 8. Lorraine, are you interested in being still being in? That's right. Jeff gets a timeout. If we time him out, Valerie, who's gonna call my sale? We'll be in big trouble. Raise at 9. Going twice. Okay. Midge, can tell me if you're in or out. I would rather just make sure everybody is all done. Nope, Midge is at 10. All right, you two tell me where we're at. I would rather not do the whole sniper thing. I'd rather everybody just be have enough time to be able to put in what offer that they were willing to pay for an item. Lorraine is at 11. And that way I'm not in such a big hurry that we have to be like done, 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 done. So I would rather it be the flow of when people are finished making offers. Jeff's trying to keep up. Midge is out. So I have Lorraine at 11. When we had going once in already, so we can say going twice. And I'll wait for to see it. So we need to be going twice. Wait on the lag. I'm going to start being like Daniel and singing his stops. All right, so then we'll say sold, please. Waiting for it to come through. I know he's just downstairs, but goodness sakes, the lag is a bit here tonight, isn't it? Sold. I'll wait for the sold before I say anything else. There we go. Lorraine, your choice was, excuse me, the bubbles, the bubble bunny. So I will assume, please tell me if that is still your choice. I just want to try and be as fair as possible with the lag. That's right, Debbie. Waiting on the stop. You just don't want to hear me sing it. That is for sure. Wonderful. Thank you, Lorraine. Now, just to double check, Mitch, are you interested in the clear one, 410? Oh, yeah, he's got a, got that optic going on. Oh, and then my chat scrolled up. Got Lorraine, and then where it was Midge. Yes, Midge. Are you interested in the clear bunny? Watch for it in the chat. And we'll start a new one. Pass. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. Okay. That's why I use a pencil. So much easier than scribbling it all out. All right, I have a little elephant. He has one little issue, but he's a great piece. Guess we have a lot of clear ones in a row here. Excuse me. Okay, Miss Jody, go get some rest. Talk to you soon. Be like me. Don't you call me. Don't. I'll be one who's earlier, so maybe I should just call you. Message you. Oh, that'll be fun, Lorraine. So we're gonna start the elephant at 5. He's a beautiful piece. Got gorgeous color. Sleep tight, Miss Jody. And he has a his sticker on the bottom. See if we can make it read it. I can't remember who made him. You guys can probably read it better than I can. Austria. Austria crystal. But if you see right here, he's got one little chip. It almost looks like it would be a toenail or something. Let me see if I can get it right here. But I don't think it's meant to be there. It's not rough, but I just don't think it's meant to be there. So, hi Cheryl, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, everybody seems to be getting this crud. Jeff has been lingering. It's been lingering with him, just with a little bit of a cough. Me going to Alabama and back, it seemed to all the allergies seemed to kick in. So he's about 3.5 long and just over 2 inches wide. And that makes him almost 3 inches tall. He's a very good glass, very smooth, nicely finished. You can't see a seam. He should have been poured into a mold. But he does have that one little chip. I'm going to call it a chip on his toe. At first I thought it was a toenail detail, but then he didn't have any on this side. So I see Patsy at 5. Thank you. Hi, Annie Christie. How are you doing tonight? Excuse me. So, but he's got a cute little mouth, and he's got some eye detail, a little bit of detail on his trunk. He doesn't have a tail though. No tail. All right, I see Lorraine was in first at 6. Right, Debbie? Maybe he has a hangnail. It's entirely possible. But yeah, you can see it right there. Tony's in at 7. That would be something though. Wouldn't that be painful? Bad enough on our little bitty fingers. It almost looks like a hood or like a mane. Both his ears are like flared up. It's a nice piece of glass. And I'm finding that I can't talk very long. Tony was at 7. Hold on one second. Okay. Where's in at 8? Tony's back in at 9. Well, I know you guys don't want to just sit and hear me call. One second. Okay. Let's try that. Goodness sakes. Patsy's at 10. The ray is out. Tony's at 11. All of a sudden, it doesn't want to cooperate. Maybe I need some more allergy medicine. Patsy's at 13. We'll do somebody totally different next. Oh man. It's just something totally flared up all of a sudden. It wasn't a problem a minute ago. All right. Patsy and Tony are going to tell us where we're at with this little elephant. Yeah, I have to do something because I'm hanging myself out to dry. Hot toddy. Yeah, if I drank that'd be good, huh? Just because I'm talking a lot. Oh my goodness, you guys. You decide who he's going home with. I won't shut it down, especially since I can't talk. Yeah, I was wondering for a second what the sweat team was. Was how I read it the first time. Remember, he does have a little boo-boo right down here on his foot, but otherwise he's in great condition. Austrian crystal. All right, Miss Betsy, what you thinking? He's a sweet little elephant, just about this big. Kind of sit on your shoulder, just about right. Okay, we have Tony in at 20 going once. Patsy is out. Going twice. Jeff. Come on, Jeff. There's it going once. Wow, the lag is real, guys. I'm guessing he hears me in the house long before he hears me downstairs. And sold. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. So glad the elephant is so low. That's right. Mallory's like, hello. Okay. Next up is a penguin. We're going to start him at $8. Starting offer $8. Thank you, honey. He is about almost 5 inches tall, 3.5 inches across, about 2 inches deep. He's got the white and the black. And on the back, he's the black, all cased in clear. That's right. Trial by fire there, honey. So you can see the colors, the layers of glass. There's the clear center, and then the white, and then the black, and then clear again on the outside. Thank you, Tony. Thank you all for your offers. I appreciate it very much. So he's got his little feet pulled out, or is I don't know. Well, maybe these are his feet, and then he's got feather like the side wings feathered, and then his little tail pulled out. His wings on the side are all clear. Well, that's what I brought tonight. That was the easy things. Sorry, guys. I mean, I like glass, but you know, there's his eyes. His eyes are like pushed in, like totally. I don't know how to describe that. They're almost pushed in halfway. They're very deep set. There you go. You can see them. And its beak. And those are all his details. He's about yay big. Do not know where he's from, but he has that ground base to him so we can see all that glass. He's probably doing better than me downstairs. We have Lorraine in at 8. He's usually my my spell checker. I'm like, Jeff, how do you spell? And I'll toss something out there. I'm like, okay, I thought so, but it just didn't look right. So he's my human spell checker. So about this big. He's a good size. He's almost as tall as that first cat was that we had. We can be going once, and he's a little heavy. I would say he's 12 ounces or more. He's a little bit heavy. Patsy's in at 9. I have pigs, turtles, more birds, a couple swans and a bird. I think a seal and a puppy dog left. Going once. Going twice. I might, Mallory. Let me look quick. Yes, I do. I'll pull them down for you. So we have Patsy in at 9. He's been sitting up here on this shelf, just kind of hanging out. I have a fish for you. So penguin, going twice. Miss Lorraine, I'm going to assume, since you haven't put anything else in there for a little bit, that you're out. But if you'd like to say out, you go, Patsy. All right, we'll be sold. Thank you. Sold. Thank you, ladies. Got it. Okay, well, since I have 3 turtles, we're going to do a turtle next, and then we'll go to the next one. This turtle, I would like to start at $9. He is clear with blue and controlled bubble across his like a shell. Thank you, Jeff. Now his details look to me like he was pressed into a mold because he has a line around his head right there, and then it continues down right out the edge of his shell. There's a little roughness on the edge there, but it's just from the mold. And then his details are all pressed in here. You can see the line right at the middle. But he does have a polished base. And you can see he had clear with the cobalt over it. Then it has the bubbles. And then more clear on top. He's just a cutie. Little nose like sticking up there. Approximately. Sorry. I figured it'd be easier just to do all of them at once instead of like to a sale and spreading them out. But I don't know. It's kind of my train of thought on it. 3.5 inches long, about 2.5 wide, and that makes him just 1.5 inches tall. He's not very tall. He's just this big. So he is definitely longer and wider than he is tall. I mean, he's just the cobalt, the color for me is it on this guy. The glass is not near as clear. It's got some inclusions. So that makes me wonder if he was maybe made in Mexico, but I have no clue because there's no marking and no tag. What other colors? One has like millefiori flowers, and the other one is blue with some silver. And this blue. He's a little different shape. I see Patsy at 9. Mom usually loves the turtles. But I didn't see any turtles. Good night, Angela. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. We'll be going once. LT, I can spell cobalt, BALT, with bubbles. Just to save your ears. I don't know if anybody listens with earphones. I don't want to cough in your ears. Right? Talking to myself. Going twice. I know I listen with earphones at night, so when there's like a startling noise or something, it just like totally jars me awake. Well, he's a cutie though. Clear to cobalt. Looking for the going twice. And we can be sold. I'll wait for the sold to come through. Waiting on the lag, waiting on the lag. This next one has a little bit sticky on the bottom, so I don't know if must have been a tag over his tag that was sticky. Waiting on the sold. I'll get some measurements while we're waiting. Thanks, Debbie. All right, this next one is about 5 inches tall and about 5 inches wide and just about 1.5 inches. Thank you, honey. So we have an angelfish. The only fish I have currently, I have starfish, but I don't think that's what you mean. 5 inches tall, 5 inches wide, and just about 1.5 inches deep. We're going to start him around at 12. Please, angelfish starting at 12. He has a partial tag, and I don't know if I can read it, if somebody else can read it, if I can hold it still enough. I might have to, but you can't see under the sticker. So it should be that clear base with the cobalt and yellow color striping coming up, and then the clear on top of that. Details of the tail and that top fin, isn't that spectacular? And then this bottom fin, his nose is pulled out, and then the eyes. Must have a little other sticky on him. Well, he's got a couple bubbles inclusions. I don't think they were necessarily on purpose. They're right here. Just right there on the side. Hi, Yvonne. It's good to see you today. I was totally pooped. I think I fell asleep between eating dinner and coming on. I was going to look for my cheaters to see if I could read this tag for you all. Something Galleries, Dynasty Galleries, handmade. I believe these are made in China. I'm pretty sure that's what Dynasty Galleries is. But he's missing part of his tag there. So, yeah, that's about what I probably should have done, Yvonne. So, if you'll, excuse me, if you know Yvonne, Thrifty Rich, she's another gal here in YouTuber in Colorado Springs. We get to go out snooping together occasionally. We commiserated today about how icky the weather was and how pooped we were, and just decided to call it a day and go home. So there just hasn't been a lot out lately. I mean, I haven't been home for 5 days, but no, you're not disrupting. We're just chatting along, looking at glass critters tonight. So thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Yes, hopefully everybody after a good night's sleep will feel a little bit better after a second night. I slept pretty good last night, considering, thank goodness. Oh, well, you can see how it's kind of clear here where the yellow is. You can see that very brightly. I didn't check it. Let me check it. At least I didn't check it recently. I don't think they glow. Yeah, no, nobody glows. No. No glowy glass. Nothing, just reflecting the blue. All right, so just keeping up with everybody here. You had Patsy at 17, Mallory at 18. Yeah, nobody glows. Not even anybody we've already had up. Just the neon sticky notes look like they're like from the skating rink. They kind of glow under the black light. Patsy's at 20. It's about this big. So he stands flat here. So those fins go off at an angle. Got a nice flow to this shape. Patsy's big. He sure is reflecting the screen nicely. Mallory's at 22. I need to pour something else in there, so I don't have another coughing fit. Yeah, Destiny Galleries are imported from Asia countries. Yeah. Yeah, nice glass. But yes, lots of times like the starfish or an what do they have? Like an octopus. I've had that before, and then like a stingray. Those had those qualities within them that they stored light and glowed. I agree. Oh, neat. That's fun. But we haven't found much of this around here lately. I picked up this lot somewhere else and brought it home. I do like the ones that store the light inside the glass and then glow. I got some marbles like that I picked out at the Moon Marble Factory to bring to make some more jewelry into. All right, Mallory is out. Patsy's at 25. We can say going once. Oh, who did I miss? Laura. Oh, yes, Laura Orton. I'm like, wait, do we have a second Laura in the chat? I will. Whenever there's some good glass anymore, I pick it up regardless of who makes it. Going twice. Try to make sure everything's in good condition, like this was what was amazing to me, that all the fins and everything were attached and there weren't any chunked off. And his nose was still attached. Going twice, I think I said. Because around here they just get turned over and over and over in the bins and in the carts. And will be sold, please. Yes, I can't say it tonight, phosphorescent. Or the bioluminescence is what it looks like in the like marine life stuff. Yeah. Oh, you'd love to have an octopus? You've never found one, really? Huh. Oh, I think I have a jellyfish somewhere. I had a jellyfish and then a little bitty octopus. He just looked like a baby one. So, all right. We're going to do a pig. Another pig. Thank you, Patsy. And, oh, I missed it. And Mallory, thank you for your offers. I very much appreciate them. I'll have to look and see if I saw one somewhere at one of the other antique stores. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I already had one of those. What else can I find? But so this is a pig. This is a big pig. I'm guessing he is about a pound and a half of glass. And he is signed. Let me find it back for you to read right here. We're going to start him at $8, Jeff. So when Jeff was reading it earlier, he thought it said LYN 81. I couldn't find anything on this, so we're just going to pass them on as a good deal. It is, look at how clear the glass is. You can see right through it. It's very clear. Good night, Deanne. Thanks for sticking with us and hanging out for a little while. Got his little curly cute tail. And then here is his face. He's got a big face. His ears, his mouth, his nose, eyes, all details put in. And then you can kind of see where they've put like for his legs on the side. Yes, he has that curly cute tail, pigtail curl. He is this big. Excuse me. So he's over 5 inches long, about 3 inches wide, just about 2 inches tall. Right? I mean, we were talking about that this morning on Tacky is Me and Barbie. Daniel had a glass tomato. And they're like, now you make me want to have a BLT. I said, now if you could find some glass bacon, that would be good. Thank you, Mallory. That would be really interesting. Yeah, we're on the way home in Alabama. We went all the way around this pigtail exit. I said, oh, I'm so glad we don't have these pigtails anymore in Colorado. And he's like, what are you talking about? That's what they call these exits when they curl all the way around. He said, oh, that's not what they call them here. They don't call them anything. So, well, maybe it was the thing my mom did then. I don't know. Coming from the Midwest. Glass bacon would be fine, right? I'm guessing, yeah, this is good. Pound and a half of glass. I agree. Or roundabout? Well, that's just where you're going around like a circle, like in the street. You're all on the same level. This was you came off the highway at the bottom and came all the way around, and then you ended up on top. And yeah, we were sitting in the back seat, and it was nowhere near as enjoyable as the front seat. So Oh yeah, those ornaments. Yeah, you're right, Yvonne. I'm sorry I missed that earlier. They were pretty cool. Okay. If nobody's interested in the pig, we'll pass on the pig again. No, pigs are not popular tonight. Not a problem. The roundabouts in one of the little cities we get off in Kansas for gas, they're like hourglass shapes. There's like two of them in a row, and you have to go around one, then you start to go around and you come back around. It's like a figure eight to get all the way around the whole thing. Definitely confusing. All right, Mom was in. Oh, Mom's got some lag. Mom's in at 8 on the pig. Nobody else was interested. And now we got Jeff on the lag. We caught him. Mm-hmm. he's barely even well, he's not even 3 ounces for $1. So we'll say going once, going twice, and sold to Mom on the pig since there was no other interest. And I'll let Jeff catch up to that. And I'm glad I don't have to ship him. He's a big pig. Okay. Mom gets the pig. Yay. She's still awake. That's awesome. All right, Mom, we're going to do a sea turtle. No favoritism on this one tonight. So sorry. That's right. It'll be right down the road. Throw that sold in there, Jeff, and we'll be all caught up. They'll be like, no wonder it takes so long for you to do those chats. Constantly typing and waiting on the lag. So this is a sea turtle, and we're going to start him at, I think we're going to start him at the same, at $12. So you can see he's got like some silver and black, like kind of drizzled or wrapped around the glass, which is all under clear, the nice clear base. So you can see the clear right in the middle, then it goes to the blue, and then the silver and the black are right around the outside. And he has some applied fins in the front and in the back. That's right, name that pig. And then this is a detail on his face. Get his face, not mine. Little eyes, and then a little pinch there on his nose. You can, I'll see if I can tip it so you can see how narrow it goes there on his nose. All right. We had Lorraine at 12, and Lori Blue Flamingo's in at 15. Lorraine's back in at 16. Now we'll give you some measurements. About 4 inches long from his nose to his tip of his tail. 3.5 inches across. And just under 1.5 inches tall. Nowhere near as tall as he is wide and long. And Patsy's jumping in there too. That's right, to his chinny chin chin. I like the color of this one. It's almost, oh, you can see, yeah. So you can see more of the blue color through the clear. It pulls it all the way through. Like reflects right in this section here. And it fills that clear of the body of the turtle. It's not quite cobalt, it's much more of a brighter blue. Every time Jeff gets somebody in there, somebody else sneaks in the next one. He's on it, though, going pretty fast. Yeah, with the metallic look. I think that's what's really interesting. He's kind of shiny. Okay. And just while we're waiting on the bird. That's right, Mom. I mean, we're waiting on the turtle. Let's say bird. I meant to say, is anyone else interested in any other birds? I have 2 swans and a bird, a puppy, another pig, but pigs don't seem to be very popular today, and a seal and 1 more turtle. That's right. If Mom starts naming her animals, it'll take a really long time, especially if she can't duplicate names. Lorraine's in at 23. Let the 2 of you all decide where he's going to be. So he kind of he does look like he's swimming because his fins are all up off the surface where he's sitting. But I definitely like the back of him the best. Ooh, a green Murano swan. That would be very interesting to see. Yeah, and I try not to pull really big pieces because they're harder to ship, and the heavier they are and the bigger they are, the more likely the post office likes to smash them. Well, Mom, maybe just name the pig you got and start there. Hi, Christina. I hope you guys had a great day out thrifting today. I was thinking about you. Green, yeah. See, that's the thing. I mean, I can ship it. I just don't trust the post office with the boxes, honestly, sometimes. But it's some of those things are really fun to be able to figure out how to get packed nicely. So, okay, Lorraine says she gives in. So we'll be going once to Patsy. Patsy's at 27. I hope you guys had a much better day out running around and snooping than we did. Yvonne and I didn't barely find anything today. Waiting on the going once. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, guys. That's right. Oh, no, she didn't. Going twice. Did you get on her? Was it a Fenton basket? Is that what she said? Oh, my goodness. Shame on her. Swinging the Fenton baskets around by the handles. And will be sold. I think I told you guys this. So I know I said it on a live once before. I'm just not quite sure where it was. But one time, let's see. I'm not sure for how far back it was. Mom and I were at the Heart of the Ohio Mall, Antique Mall, for the first time, the only time we've been there. You got me sold coming in there, Jeff? And there was a booth that had like the wire pegs sticking up from the wall, and they had all the baskets hanging from the pegs all over the wall. And it was just like, oh my goodness. Thank you, Miss Patsy. Thank you all for your bids on that one. Appreciate it very much. Okay, we're gonna do a puppy because we haven't had any puppies tonight. And yeah, Mom and I were just like, I can't believe that they put them there. And there were so many hung that way, you know they were done on purpose. Like a little hound dog puppy. We're gonna start him at $5, please, Jeff. He's got Bubbles, that Bolacante. No, it's a little more chaotic in there for him. Got his little tail, a couple feet kind of on the front detail. Not very detailed, but there's a little bit, looks like just his little paws hanging out. He's got long ears, a long snout, got some eye details there, and his nose. Definitely that clear ground base. We'll see how tall he is. 3.5 inches tall. About 2 by 2. He's about this big. I say Lorraine at 10. Oh, excuse me. Lorraine was at 5. Midge was at 10. I don't know if you can see his eyes. You can see his eye like to the side there. Yeah, right there. And this one. Yep. A couple of these are a little bit more, they're not as clear. So yes, I think he has a little bit of a yellowy look to him, but it's in the daylight. It's yeah, that's not gonna help. It just doesn't look crystal clear. He's got just a little bit of a color to him. But he's definitely not yellow. What he might be picking up is like this is the underneath my pad. My little sticky notes are bright green. But let's see, like we'll show color difference wise. This is the elephant and this is him. So the elephant is definitely a very clear. Just got a little bit of something to him and I'm not quite sure what. That's right, he ain't nothing but a hound dog. That or like from the Fox and the Hound. Oh, they both look yellow. Great. That doesn't help, does it? You know, I'm a hound dog. Ow, 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 ow. Let's see, which one is like the Princess House Bear? Must be just what's getting it behind it. Yeah, that looks a little bit better there. Not a little bit, not quite as crystal clear. And the sunlight is where I noticed it more, but maybe it was because it was next to one that's a little bit more crystal looking. It was one of my favorite movies for my kids. All right, so we've made it 10. Lorraine, are you want to stay in? My friend Steven has just tons of Disney stuff. So we were going through the list of all the Disney movies that they've made that were available to watch on the Disney Channel when that one came up. That's like the same line we both know from it. Oh, sorry, Midge. Nope, it's a puppy. All right, so she's gonna be out. Lorraine, do you still want it for 5 then? Do you still want to be in for 5, Lorraine? I think my bunnies are done. Well, yeah. I had that other clear bunny, but that we passed on. So Lorraine, if you want to stay in for 5, let me know. Yes, at 5. Okay, we can count it down, Jeff. Going once. Going twice. think I'm spelling your name wrong. I think I'm doing L-E instead of L-A. I don't know why. La Ray, not Lee Ray. And we can be sold. There it is. Jeff's hanging in there pretty good tonight. Thank you so much. Hey, we have 30 people on my end. How are we doing on thumbs ups tonight? That's right, Amy Christie. Oh, we got 40 thumbs up. So we've had people in and out, and that's right. We had a few people that came and went already tonight. So that's fun. Yay, more thumbs up than people here. That's awesome. Okay. I'm going to do another swan because it's different. We'll start him at $6. He's a lot taller, has a much narrower neck, and the detailing on his face with the beak. You can see the tool that pinched his beak down there. Almost a flamingo kind of look to his neck. Thank you, Lorraine. Down to his body. And he's got a huge air bubble right in the middle. Then they did a tool crimping on each side for the wings, I'm assuming. And then the same tool crimped here on the tail and pulled out. Now he has more of a mark where there was a pontal, but it's been fire polished. It's very smooth and it has a little indent to it. It's not ground flat like the other ones. Oh, well, he's not. I think he'll be okay because what I do usually is reinforce around the smallest part and then make it just about as big as the rest of it and then wrap the rest of them. But did I tell you a start, Jeff? I did. $6. Wonderful. It is 4 inches tall and a little over 4 inches long and about 3 inches wide. So a little over 4 inches this way, 4 inches tall, and then 3 inches this way. That's right. We'll keep him awake at this rate. So that's the other swan. We'll pass on him. I'll give it a second just because Jeff's writing stuff in the chat. And I'm going to save that one for later. And I have... Oh, wait. Has he got a chip on him? Yeah, well... This one has got... This is a little bird. He would be starting at 5 also. Got the controlled bubble. Wings up. Jeff is just going so fast. He does have a little bit of a rough mark right here, but I think it's just where the tool pulled it because it's not broken. But that's what his tail looks like. Yes, where he passed on the swan. Ash, what did we? Oh, yeah, well, I mean, if nobody wanted the swan, we just passed on him. That's okay. I'll have a small menagerie over here for later. The bird is a $5 start. There's a detail on his wings and his little beak. And we can see a little indent there for his eyes. I see Lorraine at 5. Oh, everybody is coming in right in a row. You'll have to decide where you want to be. 3.5 inches long this way. 2.5 tall and just about 2 wide. So 2.5 tall to the tip of the wing and 2 inches wide this way. His wings are not exactly symmetrically applied. Looks like this one is in a little bit, and then this one has been pulled out a little bit. I think this is just some sticker that needs to come off. I didn't realize there was something there, and then you can see his nice ground face and how the bubbles come out the bottom there. Oh, everybody's going on the bird. Yep, I mean, I know he's handmade. I just don't know where he was handmade. We just appreciate him for what he is and how he is. And if you like that shape and that animal, then you can love him for the beautiful bubbles he has. All right, we have Janine in at 9. Wings up bird, so I don't get him confused with any other bird over here. Lorraine or Midge? Does anybody else want to be in or out on the bird? Mallory's bringing popcorn. Me too. I'm gonna bring my soda. Not really soda, it's my water, but got to have it all the time. And Lorraine is out. And who else was in? Mitch, are you in or out? Gonna be going once. We're out. My chat is really slow. We must have come across a little hiccup in the lag of the universe of YouTube. Yeah, I do like the bubbles. At first I was kind of like, I don't know, but I do. They're fascinating to look at. Midge is at 10. So Miss Janine, let me know where you'd like to be. You'd like to be out or another dollar amount. Janine's at 11. Well, I didn't think this little bird would be so popular. Speaking of which, I got a few birds down in Alabama. Funny thing is, if you go to Vinton Family, they happen to have glass at their house. And I'm going to try and get Max to come on my channel. If you guys love Steven, you will love Max just as much. Max is an up-and-coming glass seller. He's only 19 years old. And, right, exactly, Lorraine. Midge is at 12. And after the services, we went back to their house and just sat and talked for a little while. And, oh yeah, it's a glass family. And when he gets glass, he buys like lots, and he buys like a group of, not like a lot of it, like a group, a lot. Or he buys an entire collection. So he ends up with other things that are non-Fenton, and he usually just sells Fenton. So I got to look at his non-Fenton table and pick out a few things to bring. Janine's at 13, Midge is at 14. So yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a nice distraction for him to show us what he had there. And I think after we give him a little bit of time, we're going to get him scheduled to come on a sail with me. So, good kid, bright, and doing really well in the Fenton world. So we'll see what kind of glass he wants to bring, because he has all different kinds right now. And we'll get him scheduled for hopefully, I would say April or May, something like that. Midge is out. Okay, wonderful. So we have Janine at 15, and we said going once, we'll be going twice. Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, and everybody in the glass world loves, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we love to encourage younger people who want to learn and collect and do all that. He's basically started his own business over the last 2 or 3 years. I think he started right before the whole shutdown situation. I think back in 19 or, yeah, like summer of 19 when he was, so what was that? 3 years ago? He was 16 when he started selling. So he's learned a lot over the last several years. Will be sold, please. And he's got an adorable Alabama accent as well. So, but he knows his stuff. All right. One bird to Miss Janine. Yes, Lorraine. It'll be nice. I think it'll be good for him to broaden his horizons a little bit in terms of other selling platforms. So I thought that it might be kind of fun to be able to have him here. So, oh, I love answering questions. I mean, Mom always says that a dumb question is the one you don't ask. So, and quite frankly, half the time we forget half the things we've learned anyway. So a refresher is wonderful to have as well. So thank you so much. We have one last pig, but since the other pig, he's kind of characterized. So if anybody else wants a pig for $5, claim him for pig. $5 in clear. So we're gonna just save time on that one. Okay. He's fine. The turtle's jumping out of my hand. Yeah, we love sharing what we know. We love being able to bring you new and different things. This is like a Millie Fiore style. I cannot swear that's what it is, but it's like the canes of the flower pattern that have been put into the base of this little turtle. He is very stylized. Oh, Tony's claiming the pig. Wonderful. I got you down for it. Thank you, Tony. E-Y-Y-E. There we go. And this next turtle will start at $7 while I finish writing Tony's down. Thank you so much. I'm doing pretty good here at the end here with all my coughing. So I think he's a turtle because he's got 4 little legs and then a tail here. Now, Jeff said, I'm not quite sure if that's a turtle, which I could agree with him. I'm not quite sure. He's very stylized. He could be a seal. He could be, I don't know. But I am going to call him a turtle just because of how round his body is. And he's got the 4 legs sticking out and a tail. So we're going to start him at $7. He's all in those primary colors: yellow, red, blues, whites. Has some detail for his face and his eyes and his nose sticking out there. So the Millie Fiore look only goes about halfway up, and then the rest is got clear over it. Okay, Mallory. I will let you, Mallory gets the other pink pig for, I think he was 5, so we'll just do that. Thank you, Mallory. Now it looks like there's a little bit of a tag, like a sticky there, but you can see the clear and where the color is pulled down from those canes on the side. So we'll give this little turtle, I mean like little, a second while I write down the pink pig for $5 to Mallory. That one. Okay, he is almost 2 inches across, 1.5 inches wide, and barely 2 inches tall. So he's like 2 by 2 by 1.5. A turducken. That ain't that the truth. He could be so many different things. A birdle. Now we're getting into Dr. Seuss Creatures. Whatever the artist's concept is, I mean, he can be what you want him to be. He looks kind of like a bird there because he's very round. But I think when you look down on him, try not to hold him the right way. So you can see he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 feet and a tail. That's where I'm getting turtle from. Oh, yay, Mallory. That'll be fun. So, or a pigeon? I don't know. You got me on him. Everybody's saying hi to Mom. Turtle woke her up again, I think. All right, we're gonna put the turducken, the artistic piece off to the side. And this is the last glass animal I have for you guys tonight. I'm looking to see if there was anything else that I had to the side, but I'm not seeing any other ones easily. These are well, you guys have seen these before. The sea stars, they're like pressed into a mold. If you want a sea star, there'll be, we'll just call them $5. I have 2 small ones. You can claim it with star. They're the same. See if I can get them turned the same direction. I have 2 of them. Oh, Janine bit on the turtle? I missed it. Sorry, Janine. I'll come back to him. The chat just jumped. Okay. Jeffrey, you're no help. Stop it. All right, I see 2 claims for the stars. So I have 1 for Lorraine, and I have Janine in it, 7 on the turtle. So I have Lorraine for 5. And Carol, thank you so much. 5 on the stars. Wonderful. We're just going to rock it tonight. Star for you and a star for you. Okay, let's count it down on our little turtle. Going once. We have Janine in at 7. And he's just a little mini. He probably needs a little bit more of a sticker removed from the base, but there's not enough there to even tell us what it was or where it was from or anything like that. You're welcome, Miss Carol. Well, okay, so this is a total weird question for okay, because this is a crossover for me. I do the Scandinavian collectibles. Is there enough people out there that I could do a live with my Scandinavian stuff? Enough people that like it? I know there's several that do. I just don't know if there's enough interest to do a live with it. Going twice. Yes, Annie Christie. Well, Annie Christie, I knew that. And apparently Mallory. Let's see. Janine Anderson. Laura likes Scandinavian stuff. And we can be sold, please. And Jamie. Jamie, mid-century wasted, Jamie? I'd have to like really do a good preview so you knew what was coming or give you enough time to prepare. Oh, I didn't know that Jamie sold to Janine. Perfect. Our little turtle is on his way to Janine. I didn't know that Jamie liked the Scandinavian stuff too. Sorry, guys. Oh, wow, Mallory. She likes Swedish things. Interesting. See, you learn something new every day. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I got a few. I moved them all down. I got a new Viking ship coming. Oh, it'll be a little bit before it gets here, but you'd watch Tuluray. Great. Well, I mean, I guess it would have to be something that I would have to at least do a lot more pre. What's it? Let people know ahead of time. Because it sounds like there's a lot of people that would be interested, so that would be fun. I will give that some thought. Okay, this is the last animal for tonight. And I think it'll probably be my last item tonight because we're almost on 2 hours. And I think we're lucky that my voice is hanging on this long. So I have other things, but we'll do more. We'll just do more later. I'm going to be on Saturday night on oh, see, I'm going to say it backwards. On Sandy and Otto on Trisha's channel again. So I need to save my voice a little bit for that. So anything Viking? Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, that's it. A recap? Sure. I'll do a recap after this last one. Okay. I will give that some total thought because that was one of the things I was wondering is if there would be enough interest in doing Scandinavian sale. So good to know, guys. Thank you. This is I'm going to say a sea lion, a seal. He's clear glass with the blue and red underneath, and he's satinized. God, he feels very nice and smooth. Jeff, we're gonna start him at $8. Yep, Loki and Thor. Yeah, okay. I mean, mostly I've been because I'm trying to do an in-person show, I've been trying to save that for the in-person show because if I don't have enough inventory, it's not worth doing an in-person show, and that defeats the whole purpose of it. The whole purpose. So, but we'll see if we can manage. So almost 6 inches long from his nose to the tip of his tail, about 3 inches tall, and his widest point is a little over 3 because his tail kind of hangs out a little bit over here on the side. So the details are his tail has some detail on it from the tooling on both sides. And then his feet have been pulled out. You can kind of see some lines with that, or his flippers. And then his eyes have been nicely done. And his nose as well. Got a little line in his chin right there for detail. He has a few little bubbles in him. I'm seeing them right here. but that's it. And then he has a ground base, but it is not polished, and it has a little bit of sticker residue there. So again, I don't know where he's from, but it's a neat, unique color combination. And the finish is fabulous. What did I miss while I was describing him? A red, white. He does. He's the bomb seal, the bomb pop seal. Yes. The problem is with the one show we're doing, we have to be there like all day for 4 days in a row. So I might be able to do, I mean, I always try and do a live from our shows, always, just to at least give you a synopsis of what the setup looks like, what kind of items we had for sale. But yeah, I'll have to give that some thought to put put my thinking cap on for that one. Oh, Jeff, he's just about 3 inches tall. Yay big. It's much longer than he is tall. Yeah, traditional Viking funeral. Yeah. We just got done watching the Valhalla, the next series on from Vikings on Netflix. I think we watched it in 2 nights. So runes are a totally different thing. Do we have Carol was in at 8? Okay. Nobody else is in, so we're gonna start counting it down because of the lag, and I'll keep talking. Going once. Runes, if you believe in them, like totally believe what they're telling you, are very similar to I would say like tarot cards or like reading tea leaves and stuff like that. Excuse me, going twice. Yep, I think that's it, Tony. And we can be sold. I kind of like the whole burial mounds where they bury the like the important people with their ship and their weapons and their shields and all that stuff too. I think that's kind of cool. It's getting me again. Let's go in waves. Sorry, guys. That's very true, Mallory. I guess we're just about ready to stop because if I keep doing that, it's just annoying because I don't want to just sit and cough at you guys. Thank you, Carol. That's a neat one. Stick him his little sticker on. Okay, the recap is I have the wings up swan with the bubbles for $5. We can claim him with swan. Sorry, guys. Okay, Mallory, stick with me. We'll educate you up. I don't know all of it, but I know some. And then I have the clear bunny. And he is, let me make sure I have the right price for him. He was at, I think we started him at 7. I know. It's like I take a breath and then it all catches up. Oh, that would have been cooler, right? Nice. I love anything that they've themed in especially Norwegian, because that's the majority of my background. I'm over 50% Norwegian and about 40% Swedish. And then the last recap is the other swan. He's a little bit taller and he has one giant bubble right here. And he was a $5 start also. All right, Carol's going to take the bunny at 7. Thank you, Carol. It was so fun going to Epcot and seeing the Swedish, or the Swedish, they have a Norwegian area in Epcot by the countries. That was really fun to go to. That was before they steamed it over to Frozen back in the day. So, okay. Well, these are my last 2 for tonight that haven't been claimed. 2 little swans. So if anybody is watching the replay and you get this far and there's a swan left available, you think you have less than it? It's like my brother claiming his Irish side or his Scottish. I mean, he wears a kilt all the time. So is a kilt is Irish? Yeah, I can never remember. Yeah, Mallory, they kind of switched over the Norway to a whole Frozen theme because that's where it's based in. But I think it's still that Viking ship ride. So that's what I was told anyway from my friends that were there this last time. So. Haven't been there in 10 years, so I wouldn't know. So, but so things we've learned tonight. Everybody loves glass animals. Had a great time hanging out with you guys. I very much appreciate it. Thank you, honey, for doing all my stops and starts and catching up. I know he loves being able to help out in the chat. So it worked out really good. And I've also learned that we're going to try and figure out how to do a Scandinavian sale here at some point. I'll figure out how to work that in, and I'll have to do some more prep for it because I want to make sure that people know ahead of time, because I don't think it's as collectible as the vintage and the glass, but I know everybody's out there from hearing it in the chat. So a lot of British Isles have yes, very true. Very true. But my brother's, 90% Scandinavian too, and he wears a kilt constantly. So whatever, whatever floats your boat. So, all right. I think I'm going to call it a night, give my voice a rest. I'll be back on Tuesday nights. I'm looking forward to scheduling Steven coming up in the next month, and then Max. Hopefully I'll be able to get him in and say in the next couple months. I want to give him some time. I don't want to bombard him, and give him some time to grieve a little bit, and then we'll get him on and see if he can. I think he can do it. I think it'll be really good for him. So, and then on Saturday night, I will be on Trisha's channel with Sandy and Otto. And I'm not sure if I'm the only one on there with her that night or not. So we'll have to see. Oh no, Kathleen! Hi, honey. We're giving my voice a break. I've been on for 2 hours. I'm sorry. So, and nobody wants to just sit here and listen to me cough. I find it tremendously annoying myself. So I can't imagine what it is for you guys. So wonderful. I'm so glad. I'm so glad everybody's getting their boxes and everything is arriving safely. It's always good to hear those things. So Kathleen, I need to call you, make sure I find out when you're off next time, because I need to come and hang out with you now that I'm home again. So yeah, my friend Kathleen. So thank you again, everybody. I will get invoices out within the next day or so here, and I will see you soon on Saturday, and we'll have some good stuff for planning in the works for coming up. So thanks so much for all of your ideas and for being here. Appreciate it very much. So hopefully I will be rid of this cough by Saturday as well. So good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Bye-bye.